We are the Goodwill students for peace at Oliver Street School. We were working very hard to bring peace to the world. Here's what we're doing.
The Goodwill Students for Peace program is an educational character building program of the Legion of Goodwill that enhances students' learning performance while giving them the opportunity to experience solidary leadership through service learning activities. And in 2018, the Legion of Goodwill partnered with Oliver Street School and brought this program to more than 350 students, grades kindergarten, first, and second.
Yeah, I think it's super important to be partnered with an organization that brings in a piece like this where students are able to embrace not only their own cultures, but also learn about other students' cultures and what they are in similarity and in their differences.
This semester, the program's main theme, Sport is Life, Not Violence, United, we score goals for peace. The students learned about each other's cultural diversity, seeing and understanding the beauty that all cultures have to offer.
Get your passports ready, buckle up, we're taking a trip around the world.
I have been doing the Goodwill Students for Peace now for the past 2 years, and it has been an amazing program and introduction to the students here at Oliver Street School. As a bilingual teacher and a person that was born in Portugal, I feel that the program has had many benefits for our students here at Oliver Street School. The students have been exposed to so much diversity and the culture from all over the world, not just Portugal. Even though our classroom focused on learning about Portugal, the children got a chance to visit other countries and be exposed to the diversity, the culture, the dynamics, all of the food, and feeling that everyone is welcomed in our country and how different we all are. And it's amazing to learn and see the children growing so much in the past 2 years that they have been exposed to this program.
So guys, what did you learn about the USA?
The flag is red, white, and blue, and it has 50 stars for the 50 states, and it has 13 stripes for the 13th colony.
And they were actually able to point out, where their family were from, the different continents, with the little Post-its. And I thought, the lesson really came alive. They were able to actually see, the world, to see the actual, geography part of it. It was really fun for them.
Being from a different country is beautiful.
Research has proven that schools that are more culturally in tune to different diverse backgrounds actually help students to become sensitive and aware of many different cultures, which I think is a beautiful thing. So I think just by giving our students that opportunity at such a young age, we're actually giving them an advantage among their peers, when they enter the much larger high schools.
Natalie, you're learning about different cultures with the Goodwill Students for Peace program, and we see your passport, right? Why is it important to learn about different cultures?
So everybody knows they're unique and different in their own way. We are unique, we're all the same.
Because we belong to the same
Earth. I learned that you can be different or the same as someone, and it doesn't matter if you're the same or different.
The capital of France is Paris. The euro is
So France was a country that we chose. So they were very interested in learning more about it. They had read Madeline books and knew about the Eiffel Tower, but didn't know much about the culture. So we decided to do some research online. We found a lot of the different monuments and the different famous people that came from France. And it was amazing because we had a lot of feedback from the students, from K to 2, and from the parents. I had one parent even do some research on Louis Braille, and the student and the mom actually created this little Braille project for to send in, and for our students to learn more about that. We had learned about Braille as well in our literacy program, so they were extremely interested in the entire process.
So the friendly soccer game, I was able to participate and watch the students work together as a team and how they supported their country that they were representing. And I thought that was really great, since we are the melting pot here in the Ironbound, and to give them that exposure to different cultures and to the sport in itself, I thought was really wonderful.
Extremely fun for the students. They loved participating in it. The staff members loved participating in it. In visiting the classrooms and watching the game, they were all just smiles. And again, it was great to see the different flags and the different cultures and the different foods represented, and having them rotate through and learn about all these different cultures was really, really fulfilling.
Well, I think the beauty is by collaborating with such wonderful organizations such as the Legion of Goodwill, it only gives our students that much more information, and also they also provide great programming to allow our students to fully understand, diversity.
Thank you very much, Legion of Goodwill. You certainly do a great job in bringing the idea of culture and tolerance for others into the school, and that's an absolute must. Thank you.
And is it important for us to be friends even though we're from different cultures?
Yes,
Why?
because you can learn from your friends from different cultures, and then you'll learn.
What would happen if all the countries united together?
And then all of the countries would have peace.
The Legion of Goodwill concluded another cycle of the Goodwill Students for Peace program in a special ceremony with the students, parents, and staff of Oliver Street School. They all watched a video featuring their accomplishments throughout the semester through several cultural and sports activities.
They learned so much, and they grew a lot just learning about diversity and cultural differences, and even being proud of their own culture and where they come from, and speaking in some of our visits to the classrooms, hearing them speak with such pride about things that they do with their families. So I think that was a positive, that our theme was diversity, and it helped children to feel that pride and to understand the differences, and that in the end we are all the same and all just want love.
Ya que nosotros somos latinos, debe saber la descendencia, de dónde vienen los padres, y en el colegio hay muchas variedades de diferentes países, de diferentes regiones, como por ejemplo Argentina, muchos ecuatorianos, brasileños, portugueses. Entonces se deben de saber, de valorar las diferentes nacionalidades.
Together, the students formed a choir of more than 370 voices singing the English version of Shout Out to Peace, a Legionnaire song of the Little Soldiers of God records.
The minute they started singing, the hairs on my skin stood up because I was so touched. It was very emotional just to hear them, just the message and the sound of their voices, and just again seeing what the world that we're living in our communities, and the violence. Just that brought me like a breath of fresh air just listening to them.
Me da mucho gusto que a los niños les enseñan estos valores que nosotros en casa también le proporcionamos, pero así ella va creciendo su respeto y su amor a la vida, el respeto a todas las personas. Me da gusto que ella convive con muchas personas de muchas comunidades, de muchos lugares, y el amor es lo que debe de perdurar siempre. La paz, nosotros, gracias a Dios que ella va conociendo a muchas personas para saber respetar cada día. Y gracias al programa que le están enseñando y nosotros también poder participar con ellos.
Upon completing the program cycle, the children formally participated in a pin ceremony, followed by an oath, pledging their commitment in life as Goodwill Students for Peace.
I think it's very important because it learned them how to tolerate the differences of other people and embrace them and love them. And not only that, but to learn from them as well. Because the more we learn, the more cultural we are. The more we learn to love other people as well.
Mr. Paivaneto, I want to thank you so much for creating this amazing curriculum. I think you did an excellent job, and this is your work in action. You've done a great job getting the staff involved, getting the teachers involved, the parents. So you did an amazing job, and just continue the great work. And this work needs to be copied in other communities around New Jersey, around the United States, and in other countries. Continue, great job.